There are things that we experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in a corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us, share your story, share your evidence, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is Ghostbox.
Hey everybody, happy Sunday and welcome to Ghostbox Live. My name is Greg Bach and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate it. I hope you've been having a good week since we last spoke, which I think was Wednesday. So I'm hoping that everybody's been able to take care of. I know that there's been some serious storms in some people's areas, and I know like with Christy, I'm glad that she's safe. I hope if you've been having storms in your area, that you are safe and everything is well. It is the season. And, I think as many of you know, I also storm chase. I haven't done so this year. But the thing is about storm chasing is simply this. It's like, it's great to do, but I don't want to see people's houses or livelihoods, their way of living destroyed. I'd much rather go into a field and watch a tornado than know that it's going through a small town, big town, ruining people's lives. So, obviously my thoughts and prayers goes out to everybody who has had to endure that and who have lost. So what we're doing tonight is we're going to be talking to spirits, and we do this every Sunday night, every Tuesday night. So let's have some fun tonight. Let's talk to loved ones tonight. A couple things that I'm going to go through here real fast, some house cleaning, if you will. As always, please share out this video. Please let everybody know that we're on. That way we can get people to come in. We're not looking for their energy. We're looking for their intention. So, maybe having someone else come in might be a way to bring forth some spirits to come through. You never know. So, something to consider, please. And if you would share, I would greatly appreciate it. A couple other things I want to do. Everybody, you all have been so supportive of me, and I cannot thank you enough. This is truly special for me and truly amazing. And so I just wanted to thank everyone who comes on here, who shares out my stuff, supports me. I also want to do a call out to the people that support me on Patreon. I do have a Patreon account. And so I just wanted to point out some names, people who have been kind enough to support me throughout all this at the support level, which is $2 a month, at the intuitive level, which is $5 a month. Thank you all so very much for taking the time and supporting what I do. This money, trust me, it goes towards like gas and anything else, just to kind of keep things moving. Trust me, we're not making a lot of money. We're not making money off this. You don't have to worry about my home in Belize because of this. Also, at the paranormal investigator level, which is $20 a month, Brad, who has always been so supportive of everything we do, please consider going over to Cracked Skull Paranormal on Facebook and see what he's up to. I greatly appreciate it. It's always hard to kind of shill like this, but I mean, if you would consider it, this is where I'm at. I have a Patreon. Please go and take a look at it. We put special things up there, special posts, special gifts for people who have supported. And like I said, it starts at the $2 level. So please consider doing so. I would greatly appreciate it. And folks, if you don't do it, please know it doesn't matter. I want you to get something out of this, okay? Please know that. Those who have supported me through Patreon, thank you. Those who have not, it doesn't matter. We're still going to, reach out to your loved ones. We're going to do everything we can to make sure that your loved ones are not forgotten, or that you're able to take part in everything that we do. And if for some reason you don't want to do a Patreon, but something happened that moved you today, please consider sending over just maybe a one-time donation, a love donation, because something happened that you really appreciated. And once again, if that doesn't happen, that's okay. You don't, I mean, once again, I'm not going to stop reaching out to your loved ones if you don't do it, okay? But I'm just saying, if you feel moved to do so, please consider doing so. Hopefully I'm not coming across too dirty trying to beg for money. It's truly not the purpose. Like I said before, go check out Brad at Crack Skull Paranormal. We have a couple items. I don't have them out tonight, but a couple items that we use on our investigations that he has kindly sent to us to try out and stuff. And his stuff is really cool, really good. And you don't even have to go see the stuff that he made for us. He's been making some very unique pieces of paranormal equipment for other people, and he posts picture of them. They're so cool. So please go to Facebook and check it out. It's really cool what he has going on there. Also, let's see what else do we have going on here. I mentioned this on Wednesday. People have been asking. Shar and I are doing a paranormal dimensions and the supernatural class, and just basically, we are going to guide you through how you can be empowered voice for the spirits to reach out and share their story once again. We're going to explore the untold reality of being a paranormal investigator. And with over 20 years of experience between Shar and myself, we've gathered what is helpful and what is not. Also provide insight to help you understand, explore, and experience the world of connecting with spirits from start to finish. It's a series of 5 in-depth classes, and other people have taken it. And they are really... they are really happy with the class. So I'm putting the link into the chat now if you want to take our class. We've had a lot of people who've been very happy with it. And once again, as I say all the time, when you're through with the class, you don't get a certificate that says I'm a paranormal investigator. That's not what this is about. You don't need that. What this is if you're in a situation, it might help you think differently. It might help you with doing, I don't know, something starts, flying around your house or something. Are you going to a location and you're going to an event? Or maybe you want to start your own paranormal group. These are ground level, ways of starting and taking part. So, think about it. It's really something. It's really cool. So looks like that my links didn't make it. Looks like it maybe made it through to everywhere. I don't know. Who cares, right? It's fine. If you want to take the class and you don't see the link, talk to Shar or myself. Shar, of course, Sharvinity is on every Tuesday on 7 p.m. on Things and Minnesota Ghostbox. Check it out. Check out her website. Check out her classes, please. She's such a sweet person and gives so much. Please check out what she's doing. She's pretty intuitive and pretty amazing. So please do that. Let's see what else can I sell you tonight? Let's see here. I promised everyone that my radio show on today would have been about Matt Neen, who walked through a UFO. I didn't have time to edit that episode together. It might be this coming week, or I might bring someone else in because I might be doing a live this week, a live episode of Ghostbox Radio on AM 950. That being said, Tuesday, experimental sessions. What we're going to do is we're going to try to reach out to aliens again. We're going to try to reach out to them, see if we can get any sort of extraterrestrial, unknown sort of communication. I personally believe that this is highly possible. We've done it before. It worked out very well. We're going to try that again. And I really want to make sure that we have these opportunities to do so. And thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, there's reasons. There are reasons why it didn't work out quite that way. So, and I could talk to you about it separately if you want, Pam. It's good to see you. Pam, who is a sponsor of Ghostbox Radio, and we're gonna do something here eventually, so we can really help promote her. Because once again, like Shar and all of you, I've been very blessed to be around people who are just wonderful, and the work that they do is worthy of sharing, just like they share my stuff. So thank you all so very much for all of that. Let's see, anything else here that I need to tell you about? I'm going over my personal profile page. I haven't said hi to anyone over there. Hi, Kelly, Jim, Sherry, Jennifer, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Teresa, Lucy, all of you. And I see people. And yes, we have events coming up. I don't have the links set up here, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to talk more about that on Tuesday, where we are going to be in July 8th and 9th at the McIntyre Villa, which is going to be the first of 2 nights. That's going to be starting at 7 p.m. And then the second night, we're going to be over at Hotel Josephine, which is about 40 minutes away from the McIntyre Villa. These, if you can buy overnight ticket for the McIntyre Villa, so it's you can do a sleepover investigation. You don't need a hotel room that night. Hotel Josephine is a hotel, so if you're taking part in our event, you are staying at the hotel. So what that means is that you don't have to worry about a hotel for either of those nights. Those are built in if you do the sleepover at McIntyre and if you do Hotel Josephine. And if you do both investigations, that's July 8th and 9th. If you do both of them, buy tickets for both events, you will get a 10% rebate. And that rebate will come to you after the event. After we get all the monies are figured out and stuff, you will get a 10% rebate. So consider that. I know times are tough. Christy and I were just talking about this, but it's also fun to get away, go to really cool locations, splurge on yourself. And these are 2 solid locations. And there's 2 solid people you're going to investigate with. So I'm becoming more solid every day, I'm finding. So I got to do something about that. But, and we'll talk more about these events on Tuesday where I have the links. I'll put those in and stuff. But these are really cool. So do so. And I see some people in the comments who are just like talking about the Patreon, like, I wish I could afford it. Trust me, I get it. And I totally understand. And so anyone who can take part, please do. Anyone who can take on these events, please do. But no, and this is just the reality of it, if we don't get people at, just in general, not focusing on you folks, but if we're not able to, make movements on these events, that hinders our possibility of doing further events. So, if you can't, I'm going to be sharing them to my social media platforms. Christy is, if you can't make it, can you promise me to share them? Because if we don't have people coming to these, then we just can't do them anymore. It's just, with the gas prices and stuff, it's just not feasible. And I'm sorry, I'm going to be very honest. Every time Christy and I do events together, people comment about what an amazing experience it is. And I know it sounds really egotistical, but it's been true that people will say they have a great time because we totally focus on the guests who are taking the time and putting their money in. This isn't about watch Christy investigate or watch Greg investigate. It's about you all investigate. We're going to be there. Make sure you're not, taken over by a demon. I'm just kidding. You won't. But, just want to make sure that, you have the great experience. And I'm sorry, but not everyone does it that way when they do events. So that is why we are really trying to push, and we don't want to lose out on the opportunity to do these. So consider, I know that if you can't make it, please promise me you'll share them to your social when we put it out there. I can't ask for any more than that. If you can't make it, and I understand why people can't. So that's the spiel. That's it. Mere 20 minutes of me talking about it. So let's take a look at our real guest for tonight. And it's this little table, as always. Now, the flashlight's been on for some time. I'm not looking at that as a real sort of gauge. The ovilus so far says medicine and year, Y-E-A-R. And what that means is it says year. That's what that means. Let's try to reset the flashlight. See, it turns off. There we go. And then I turned on the cat ball, obviously. So my website, that's cute. No, yeah, even the flashlight's like, no way, not Greg's website. But I'll put them up on the Facebook pages, and we'll have them up there for that. If Spirit's trying to reach out to us, could you please shut the flashlight off for me? I'm trying to work out if this is a spirit that wants to reach out to us, which you're more than welcome to, or if it's just the flashlight being the flashlight. That's what we're trying to figure out right now. So I am not holding a whole lot of hope for the flashlight here. As usual, we have, the usual suspects. We have the REM pod. I'm sorry, Amanda, only the green light went off, but I can assure you that all the lights work on it. The ovilus, we have the bell, flashlight, cat ball, which we saw working, and of course we have the Linus detector back on the table. We didn't have the ovilus on last week. Well, thank God my tech person is back. Do you have a new flashlight to try? No, the flashlight's fine. It really is. It's tough when it's one of my least successful things to set up for myself. I always have problems setting up the flashlight. I have no qualms of telling anybody that it's always something that's difficult for me to set up. It just is. So we got. So if it is fine to me if it doesn't work. It kind of comes and goes a little bit. Let's see here. Let's try that. We got that. What else do we got? What haven't we talked about yet? Of course. Oh my God, you're so we have. So before we get started tonight, you have your intention set for who you want to talk to. And I'm not talking to him. I'm talking to you all out there. Do you have your intention set? And do you know who you want to talk to tonight? Because tonight we're going to reach out to loved ones. We're going to do our best to reach out to loved ones, right, Liney Butt? And we'll see who we can get, right? What do you think? Think that's a good idea? Yeah, he thinks it's a mildly successful idea, right? Right? Yeah, I know. Ooh, that's a workout. That is just a workout. He's a workout. All right, so let's start with protection, okay, folks? So what we have here, feet on the ground, for those who want to take protection. And feet on the ground, do it however you like to do it. I'm going to lead us through a way that I like to do it, but do it however it works for you. And we're going to hopefully make sure we're protected. Flashlight just turned on. So it just literally turned on. Can you turn that off for us, please? We'll just leave that as it is for the moment and just kind of let it kind of play out. Remember, it starts from the heart. And what you want to do is just take the day. If you had a stressful day, try to just eliminate that for a moment. This is meant to be a light session enjoyable. Maybe reach out to loved ones. Right now, we ask our loved ones to come through. Can you please come through and talk to us? Can you please come through? And for those, flashlight just went off. When I say, can you please come through? Okay, so perhaps they're agreeing with us. You're going to come through for us tonight? We're going to speak to you. Thank you very much, because we're going to speak to you tonight. We have loved ones here who want to talk to you. Will you talk to all of us tonight? You have a loved one that you want to talk to that's waiting to hear, and that you have a message for them. If so, can you please talk with us tonight? And what we're going to do is we are going to, there we go. People have been using my StreamYard. What we're going to do is that light that's in the middle, that is started by, with our spirit guides, our loved ones, our own positive energy. Just imagine that light growing from the center, from your heart. And it just grows and grows and grows and grows. And maybe you're feeling energy as well. Maybe you're feeling some energy coming through as well, like through your arms and stuff. And that's protection. And if you don't feel it, don't worry. You know, I'm not going to be like, if you don't feel it, and then you're screwed. No, you are fine. Everything works differently for everyone else. And that just grows and grows and grows. So eventually it's covering you up. That is protection. It's like a shield, right? And I just want you to imagine taking that shield, imagine the energy and just pushing that energy to wall, up and down, anywhere. And what I believe, why I asked to do that, is that I want to extend my protection in my house to anyone else in here who is not taking part in a spirit box session, who don't even realize I'm talking to spirits, that everyone is protected. I'll do my best for that. So that is what we're trying to do. So I'm hoping that you all were able to do that, or however you'd like to do it. Where are we at here? We are going to do something a little different tonight. So I don't know if anyone watched on Wednesday. I know a number of you were here on Wednesday. So we had David Taylor on. And, you know, so on Wednesday, I used the SB7. But he uses the SB11. And I haven't used that in a long time. Matter of fact, we've been using the same thing, same box for quite some time now. So I propose tonight we use the SB11. I haven't used it in a long time. So we can try that and see what happens. Okay. He had some really good responses come through. It's a very emotional night for him. And, you know, that's the thing about these, as a lot of you know, is that, you know, and that's the thing too, you can be at a location and you don't realize that suddenly, you know, grandma comes through, not even necessarily spirit box, but through anything else. And you're like, well, I'm not at my grandma's house. I'm not at my own house. Why is she coming through? Because spirit will talk to you however they need to or want to talk to you. So you just have to, accept it, I guess, and just know it's going to happen. Sometimes it comes, generally will come at the most inopportune moment. It comes when you don't expect it, maybe you don't even want it, but you just have to believe it and love it, okay? Now, of course, the next 30 minutes will be me trying to remember how to use this. And I'm trying to remember if I need to have 2 speakers or 1 for this. Let's see what happens. I have a feeling that this might not work out the way that I want to. This might only just be the one, because I need to have, there's 2 inputs, which of course I just saw. So it's already falling apart, the whole thing. So we're going to see what we can do here. Goodness. Let's see here. Where are we at here? We'll just, I wonder if I can still get both through. Let's find out. Let's find out together, right? Let's do, I think we'll do 200 sweep rate on both. And then I've never been a fan of how this thing is made. Okay, that's how that works. So anyway, give me 1 second. I hate to say this, folks. I have a feeling I need glasses here pretty soon. Just saying. Just saying. It's loud. One's going reverse, one's going forward. My name is Greg, and we're hoping to talk with you tonight. Like literally nothing, right? I'm looking for any loved ones to come through tonight. Can you come through for me, please? Is there anyone you want to talk to? I'm switching things up over here. So I have a lot of people who are watching tonight. Is there anyone here? Are you kidding me? Does anyone else feel this way? Because I can barely hear myself over here. Is it too low over there for you all? I don't want to point you out, Annette, but you seem to be the one consistently every week who cannot hear it. So we haven't got one thing coming through yet. And I'm thinking about already switching out the boxes because I do not understand why we're not getting anything off of this yet. I'm going to do a couple things here real fast. Yeah, we're not getting a thing through this. And my patience tonight is very thin when it comes to this box. Matter of fact, when David used it last week, I was actually really surprised that he got anything because my experience with the SB11 has been pretty non-existent, to be honest. It's one that I just feel like it lacks. There's something about it that lacks. Now, Pam says that she sees the bell slightly moving. I am not seeing it. But spirits, feel free to move the bell. Feel free to make sure that let us know that you're here any way that you can. So you also thought that you saw the bell move as well. Okay, well that's good. I mean, we'll keep our eyes open for that, and we'll see what happens. Let's see here. So let's go back to using this. See if we have any sort of luck with this tonight.
For you.
See, already we're getting something. What is that? That's what I heard that came through. What is that? Are you talking about this? This is a device that you could talk to us. I have a lot of people here tonight who would love to hear from their loved ones. Either I want to help you or I can't help you. Did that come through the captions at all? A very slight voice, either
Ellsworth.
Did any of you hear that? That was really. Can you help us? Can you help us speak to a loved one? No, since we switched over, it's been nonstop talking, Brad. Yeah, like I said, I can't help you or I want to help you. I think it was kind of like, I can't help you. Is there somebody who can help us talk to our loved ones tonight? Can you turn off this flashlight for me? It kind of bugs me. Are you able to manipulate the flashlight tonight?
Monday.
That's the way you can talk to us,
What's new?
What's new? What's new is that you can do this as well. Can you do that for me, please? Can you do that for me? Margaret, are you here? Is your son here with us? Glenn, are you here? Yes. Did you hear that? Glenn, you're here. Do you all remember Glenn Morgan? He would be here all the time.
Oh.
And we'd ask for Margaret, his mom, to come through. And you remember that Glenn passed away this year from COVID. And Glenn just said, yes, he's here. Glenn, we miss you. I hope you know that. What said no? Well, that is not what I heard. Right? Okay. Glenn, I hope you visit us time to time. You're a good man. We miss you. We miss you, okay? Jill, the words on the obelisk are medicine and year. Y-E-A-R. I'm telling you to stop. Let's see here. Glenn, can you make the bell move, please? Can you make the bell move for us?
I know.
No, not yet.
Okay.
All right. All right. Before I go any further, do we have anyone here who knows their loved ones are watching that you'd like to say their name? Is there somebody here you'd like to talk to? Whoop, someone here you'd like to talk to? Sherry heard.
All right.
Do I have anyone here from the Grant House? I was just there last weekend. Do we have anyone that is able to talk to us from there, from our investigation? John Marston, did you hear that, or is that what you want? Is somebody here for Lynette? I heard something along those lines. For either Lynette or Annette. Amanda, I'm going to be honest. I'm not hearing your name. And I'm sorry. I don't mean to be, I'm not trying to say it didn't happen, but every time I'm not hearing it. Maybe it's just messages that are directly just for you. If you wanted to reach out to Lynette, can you turn on the device over here, please? L-I-N-E-T-T-E, Lynette. That's something. Can you turn on one of the devices over here, though, please? Make something move or something, please.
Offer.
John, do you feel like he'll come through, or do you want us to do that separately? I don't have to be there to do it, you know. Because we could do that this week if you prefer. Something more private. If you're here for Annette, can you please turn something over on the table, please? It helps us to understand who we're talking to. We're not trying to exploit you. Will do. John, you know the rules, right? Doesn't respond, doesn't mean anything, right? Brian. Ooh. Oh. All right. Got an answer. Brian, you know your dad's listening, right? John, are you feeling any energy right now? Because it's really running through me over here. Brian, are you here? Or are you with your dad and your mom? My mom. Did you hear that? Did something go off over here? Brian, you have to know how much you're missed, right? Brian, you are so missed. Everyone loves you. Everyone misses you. I hope you're giving Diana a hug every chance you get energetically. I heard something. over here. But if no one's seeing it, then let's forget it. John, I hope that's a start for some help. Okay. Okay. Do you hear that? It's okay. You still there? That's what it just said. Are you still there? We're always here. We're always here, okay? No, Lynette, it doesn't. Well, Brian was a friend of mine. It's been tough. It's been tough for everybody, especially for John and Chris. So it's been, it's much more emotional than it normally is. Something just went through my legs, but we know what that was. Good, John. We can do some other stuff. Brian, you are loved, okay? All right. Give me 1 second, folks. Ow. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. While we're trying to reach out, this thing was biting me in the legs the entire time, right? Do you remember my cat's name? Can you say his name for me? This is what you get, folks, an hour of me doing this alignment. Stop biting me. Stop ruining my show, Linus. All right. Let's continue. Annette, can you remind me who you want me to reach out to? Is it Doug? Okay. Let's do it, Annette. Let's see what we can get. Thanks for coming, it says. Annette, was Doug your brother? I know we talked about this before. Doug, can you move the bell again for us, please? Oh, cousin. Thank you so much. Doug, Annette misses you so much. Can you come through the box for me, please? That's something. Doug, if you're coming through, no voice there. I was just going to ask if you come through louder for us, please, so Annette can hear you. And trust me, Annette needs it loud to hear. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Because Annette can't hear, apparently, so you need to have lights turned on. You get her. You get her. All right. Thank you, Doug. This is the only pair event you need to worry about, Greg. Good to see you. Is somebody trying to reach out to Brad? And I might have to turn that ball off or reset it. Who's trying to reach out to Brad? Folks, was it a female voice? Was it a female voice that came through? Because I missed it. Yes, you did. You did just get your cousin. And I am so happy for you. Okay, thank you. So it's probably not Justin. All right, we got someone for Brad. We got Brian for John and Chris. We got Doug for Annette. I'm gonna have to reset that ball, I think. Is there somebody trying to reach out to Lauren this week? So is someone trying to reach out to Lauren this week? think you're right. If it goes off one more time, well, see, now it's not going off. Can you answer me through here? Did somebody try to reach out to Lauren this week? Like that's right, something like that. That sounded like what the F. Brad, if you want, we could work through this separately. Because you may need to work through it, okay? I'm just saying, you can't ignore it, all right? A bunch of what? I got you. Why don't we do this? Couple things. Lonely. You're lonely. Okay, turn it off. We'll leave it off for a second. It's not on anymore, okay? The cat ball is not on anymore. Flashlight is, obviously. Spirits, once again, just want to reiterate, we're only talking with spirits of love and above. Only of love and light. Anyone else is not welcome, okay? A number of you heard, watch your back. Folks, this is where I want to reiterate. Don't get carried, and no one is, but don't get carried away by what is coming through the box. We're here for love and above only, okay? And it only works if you follow what it says. That's the power it has. Don't give it that power. And we banned it all anyway. Cut your cords right now, Brad, and everyone else who feels it. Just do this. Cut them. And you'll be fine. Just reading. Kelly says, "As I got your back." That's a much more positive. Let me take a look here. All right, Sherry. Linda, can you come through for your daughter, please? For Sherry. Linda, can you come through for your daughter, please? Did that sound like we're trapped? All right. I felt something hit the back of my leg, and Linus is over here. Did you see anything? Linda, can you say your name for your daughter, please? So, Linda, if you're unable to come through this box, because I'd love to hear your voice right here. If you're unable to come through here, can you give your daughter a hug where she's at, please? Okay, now that's Linus. Okay. I don't know, Linus. I don't know. Don't do that. Don't do that, please. All right, enough. All right, don't do that either. Is one of my cats here? AJ, are you here? AJ, could you turn on that cat ball? Can you start playing with that ball over there, please? That's because Linus is over there. That's because Linus is over there. Sherry, we're going to just keep trying for your mom over time, you know? It's just how it goes. AJ, are you here? You heard that, huh? Is it AJ or is it Dave? Dave, are you here? And we can keep trying, okay? Absolutely. Absolutely. Just going through, okay. Evan Morrison, he had a younger brother pass named Quentin. Jimmer, I'm so sorry, first of all. I'm so sorry to hear that. Quentin, are you here by chance? I'm feeling some energy when I'm talking about Quentin. Quentin, can you come through for us, please? I would. Good night, Pam. Could you let your mom know that you're here with us and that you're here with her, please? sure you must know how missed you have to know how missed you are, right? Hey, Sam. And I put this up here in case you're talking to Mr. Koss. It's an interesting thought. Who knows? I mean, my first thought is like, I don't think so, but what do I know? You know as much as I do. I hope there's more time than that. Maybe it's like a party line though for all week. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Everyone just takes a little bit of turns. You know, open mic at my house. So, good night, Christy. Are there any other spirits that'd like to come through for us? How about this? Are there any spirits that want to be crossed over tonight? Does anyone need to be crossed over? Do you need to be crossed over tonight? All right. Remember, folks, just need your intention, not your energy. Let's cross some folks over who want to do it. Remember, this is only for those who want to cross over, okay? If you're not ready to do so, don't do it. All right? It's up to you. Just remember, you are not going to be judged if you cross over. You're not going to be judged for anything you had done in your life. This is meant for you to move to the next level, okay? And we're here to help you with that. So please follow our direction. Follow our love. Trust us, okay? I can do it. How cool is that? Yes, you can do it. You absolutely can do it. Let's do it. All right. I'm opening up some light for you. All right, do you see it? And I have a light that carries the path to the large light at the end of the tunnel. It's a doorway. All it's meant to do is for you to walk through it. That's all you need to do. It's always been there for you, but now you're ready to cross it, okay? Now you're ready to do so. Do you see the light? Do you see it? Cross. Go through the light. Cross over. Your loved ones are there. I promise you. I promise you. I love you too. Did you cross? Did you all cross?
Kindergarten.
Okay. You crossing?
Is it
You say I'm bored? All right. There's something I want to address, so we're going to shut this session down. We're going to shut her down in 5, 4. It's still going though. 3, 2, 1. And we've done so. There's something I'm going to shut this off. And then if you all could stick around for a second, there's something I'd like to address. But first, this session is closed. We are closing the session. You are not allowed to communicate with us unless you are a close relative or friend. So just know that we're going to have a session next Sunday, and we're having a different session on Tuesday. Folks, before you go, there's something I want to address here, and I'm sorry, Annette, I don't mean to put you out on the top here, but Annette says, I feel like we spend too much time about talking about other subjects, not enough on spirits. You know, I'm gonna agree to that to a certain extent, but there is stuff that I have going on that, as this is my forum, this is my, you know, time to do so, that I feel like that I have every right to communicate if I'm doing a class, if I'm doing a if I'm doing any kind of event, because there are people who may want to take part, who may want to see it. And so, you know, I think I have that right to use that time to be able to talk about the things that are going on. I also use it because, like, if I want to show off my cat, I will certainly do so. I am sorry that you're not happy with what is being happening on my own show. And I guess the only thing, especially, it's unfortunate because I did try to, I mean, we not only tried, we reached out to Doug. So we were able to fit in your request tonight. So, you know, I'm just going to say, and this is for anybody, if you are unhappy with that, you don't have to watch. You know, sorry to lose you, but at the same time, this is my program. And so, you know, Annette, I'm not really sure what you're asking for then, because that's what it is. And you know, I don't do a whole, you know, you don't want to do an hour-long straight spirit box session because it gets to be difficult after a while. And like I said, I'm not trying to use you as an example here, but at the same time, you know, I don't really understand, and I want to clear the air on that for anybody who is feeling the same way. So, you know, I'm not trying to be a jerk, and please don't take it that way, but I am a little taken back because we did reach your cousin. You know, we did reach out to who you asked for. So, you know, once again, hate to lose you if you don't feel like this is the right venue for you anymore to take part in, but I will continue to support the stuff that I'm taking part in and advertise it. Because there are some people out there who we've been getting some positive feedback from. And that's just, you know, that's just part and parcel for what we do. So I just wanted to address that. And if anyone else feels that way, you know, feel free to let me know, but also the answer is going to be about the same. So it's, you know, and maybe Annette, if this is what you're looking for, as Jill says, maybe you want a private session with a medium, because you do have a lot of folks that you'd love to reach out to, and maybe you want something more cohesive than just a hello or a ball lighting up. You know, those are definitely options. So I wanted just to clear the air there. Yeah, but I guess I'm not really quite sure then why bring it up. And that's the only thing that I'm just, that's why I'm going to hit these questions on the head. I'm going to be very clear about that. So it's, and once again, Amanda, like I just said, we've been going now for an hour and 15 minutes, and the whole show can't be just about Spirit Box. It's gonna be about some other stuff as well. So, sometimes we go as late as 11:30. So I kind of feel like that regardless, I'm giving everybody as much that we can. So, you know, so hopefully you all understand a little bit better where I'm coming from with that. Um, and and that's just it too. We just follow along wherever we need to go. And no, I understand, Amanda. I'm just explaining my position. You all going to put it out there. I'm going to respond to it. So, and some people may not like what what I have to say, or may not to agree with me, and that's fine. But if you're going to put it out there, um, then I'm going to answer it. Uh, so yeah, let's see here. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much my thought on it too. Um, so yeah, we got that too. So that's where we're at there now. And that, and anyone else can feel free to jump off, because there's a couple more things I want that are not Spirit Box that I'm going to be going through here real fast. And thanks, Jill. I mean, and Jill too. I mean, you and others, with your mediumship, we all work together. It's not just me up here. I mean, yeah, I'm on camera, but we're all pushing spirits to talk to us, and you often give me and us inside what you feel that is coming through. So does Joshua. So does a lot of folks. So I mean, I always look at this as a team effort. So I just want to, I want to be clear on that too. It's always a team effort. So those of you who are just, don't want to sit through me going through stuff, I probably start about 20 minutes in with Spirit Box. So it's something to keep. That's something that to keep in mind. And there is this too. And you know what? It's much easier on the ears through the internet than it is in person. For some reason, it seems actually for people to hear things a little bit better. That's why I always kind of lean on all of you. What did you hear? Because you're all hearing it. You have the captions. You can see what at least Facebook thinks you're saying. So yeah, that's very true, and thank you very much. So and a lot of you are saying some very nice things. I'm just not going to put them up on screen. Trust me, I appreciate them. This is not meant to be a request for nice things to be said. I get your love. I really do. So I just didn't want to turn that into aggrandizing on my end. Real fast before I mean, you can go now, but real fast before we go, once again, the folks, I just want to thank the folks on Patreon, and I promise that this is, when you sign up, that your names get on screen. So I'm just following through with the promise there. Please check me out on Patreon if you can, because it does help me. It certainly does help me quite a bit. If not, that's fine. I want everyone to benefit from this. But if you were moved tonight in any possible way, feel free to send a love donation as well. This is just our time to speak to spirits. And once again, you don't have to. It's just, if you felt like it. Brad, as always, Brad, maybe we should talk at some point about more of what happened, and we can maybe help if you feel the need to do so. Also, I just wanted to point out that I was on a show on Paraflix recently, and if you are able to sign up for Paraflix, they do a 3-day trial, and this was a lot of fun to do. And eventually, my stuff will be on Paraflix, but not not for any time soon. It's been tough to get things done on my end, that's for sure. It's been a very very tough year since December, and it's just been trying to get kind of back to any sort of normality. But doing that interview was a lot of fun, and eventually my my stuff on Paraflix will be out there, so please check it out. So, oh, maybe that's a good idea. Yeah, that would be kind of fun. And it was. I'm glad that you agree. There was never a better. Matter of fact, they erased all the other recordings just so that there's only the one of me available on Paraflix. It's amazing. All right, folks. Once again, Tuesday, let's talk to aliens. Okay, let's talk to aliens. Let's see what's going on, and see if we can get through to anybody. Okay, well, I'm glad you feel that way. And let's talk Tuesday. If anyone needs anything, reach out. Let me know if there's anything else. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. No guarantees. Talk Tuesday. We'll be back Sunday, reaching out to loved ones so we can try again. Anyone needs anything, if anyone feels odd from this, we can help anywhere we can. Okay, so with that being said and done, if you're new and you want to follow me, you can just send me a friend request. You don't need to follow, or you can go to MN Ghostbox, or make sure that you are following all these wonderful networks that I have the absolute privilege to be on. And then we can all talk very soon, and kind of go from there. I have a question about the Drunken Oracle. That's more for Christy. They did one last night, so maybe reach out to her about it, and see what she has to say. It's ironic that you're doing Aliens Tuesday. Friday, I'm interviewing the Vice President of International Coalition for Extraterrestrial Research. Very cool. You know, I was supposed to have a show on tonight or this afternoon. My radio show is supposed to be an interview with Matt Neen, who actually has been in a UFO. I believe his story. I just didn't have the opportunity to edit it all together. So it's going to run at some point, but his story is so worth listening to. So definitely give that a shot. Let's see. Other than that, folks, you're all amazing. Thank you for everything. Thank you for supporting. I will see you all hopefully Tuesday, if not Sunday. Have a great week, everyone. Good night.